exciting. Thanks, Dana. Well, what's being called the Battle of Lake Tyler, Chapel Hill welcomes Whitehouse in a Week 3 showdown that already had plenty of bragging rights on the line. But for the Bulldogs, it's also homecoming week. So with so much on the line, it's only right that we bring in Chapel Hill Bulldogs here, the head coach as well, Jeff Reardon, to speak about this notorious matchup. Thanks so much for waking up early with us. I know you guys have early morning workouts, so this is nothing, right?
No, this is nothing. We're just excited to be here and represent Chapel Hill.
That's awesome. So, hey, you guys have been undefeated this season so far, putting up 40 points in the game this year. What's the key to starting the season off great?
You know, I think our kids had a great summer. They had a great spring, and that's carried over into the season. And, you know, right now they're just making plays. They're flying around and making plays. I
know tomorrow's a rivalry game against Whitehouse. How are you guys feeling right now?
You know, you feel good being 2-0 and playing at a high level right now, but it's always you never know what's going to happen in a rivalry game. So we know we're going to have to show up and play 4 quarters. Last year we were down at halftime in this game and come back and won late. So it's going to be a tough game. Coach Westberg does a good job over at Whitehouse.
I mean, obviously each year you have a new team. How's this year's team feeling about Whitehouse?
I think this team is real confident right now. They're playing really well. You know, they have a chip on their shoulder. They have something to prove because, you know, they're a new senior class. Last year's senior class graduated, so, you know, they're out there trying to prove it, prove to the community that they're very, very good at football as well.
You mentioned the seniors. It's also homecoming week for you guys. It's also the rivalry game, but for these seniors especially, it's their last time playing for a homecoming game or last season playing as well. What's been the emotion like, getting to coach these kids one last time?
You know, I think for every senior, there's all these last moments going into your senior year, your last first game, your last homecoming, your last senior night, all those good things, being a senior. So, I just want them to enjoy it, have fun playing the game of football.
And for anyone who's never been to a Chapel Hill game, these games go crazy. I've been to a couple of ones. What can people expect, though, tomorrow with this rivalry? You guys are hosting it, too, right?
Right. Bulldog Stadium will be packed brim to brim. I mean, it's going to be crazy. Our homecoming games usually get the biggest crowds, and it's also Whitehouse, so it's 15 minutes away. And all of our organizations are going to be represented, from our highlighters to our band to our cheer team, and you're going to get to find out who the homecoming queen and homecoming king is. So, and then there's going to be a big game, in between all that. So it's going to be a crazy atmosphere. I think you guys are going to be there as well. So it's going to be fun.
Just a big game in between all that fun and everything. Hey, something else, you guys are preparing for all of this. What's been the environment inside the locker room after each game? Because obviously you guys undefeated so far. How are the guys feeling?
Yeah, I think they feel, like I said earlier, they feel really confident. It's a good atmosphere in the locker room. We're a big family. That's part of our culture. So it's like a bunch of brothers in there, beating somebody else together. So they're excited, they're celebrating, but they understand that with every win, there's lessons learned, and we got to continue to get better to get our ultimate goal.
Do y'all have any, or do the guys have any good luck traditions before a game, or maybe even during halftime, to keep that good momentum going?
Yeah, I think we're unique. We do something right before we go out. To start the game, we circle up, we turn the lights off, and we play Lean On Me. And they sing all the words to that song before we bust out and go play the first snap.
Y'all do that every year?
Every year, every game.
That's the secret to winning, all right? Y'all listen up. All right, Coach, thanks so much for joining us this morning. Look forward to a good game tomorrow, and best of luck.
Appreciate you having us.
All right, Joel, how's that weather looking this morning? Any traffic out there for these kiddos heading out to school?